Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? Okay, so this video is gonna be part 2 on how to pass a state survey. So basically, well, first, if this is like not your first time watching my videos, I would appreciate it if you hit like and subscribe. Let's get into it. So passing a state survey. One, like I said in the previous video, there's no getting around the fact that you can't forget those nursing skills that you learn in school. So go back, look up eye drops, look up wound care, look up trach care if you have a trach patient, look up PEG tube, and also you can look up your facility's policy and procedure if you would like to do it that way. But make sure you are all brushed up on them skills, and inhalers too. Anyway, so when the state is not there, that's when a lot of the work is done to pass the actual state survey. Let me explain. If the state is not in the building, and I call dietary and I say, look, dietary, I need applesauce for my med pass, please. And they bring it up. I know that applesauce is new, fresh. I'm gonna refrigerate it when I'm doing my med pass. I know it's fresh, so I might not date it. Because the state is not in the building. But I know it's fresh. The water. I know I put fresh water in my pitcher and I'm good. I know this. Okay? I know, and especially during COVID, we might have got out of the habit of wearing our name tags because all our patients may know us because you're on the same assignment. So your patient knows you. Okay? So I know during COVID, I got out of the habit of wearing my name tag. Because that's like one more thing to get contaminated. I left that joint in my bag. And then like you're putting on gowns, it gets caught, it falls. Yeah, like I was not even doing that with COVID. So that was another habit that I needed to do when the state came in the building. So when the state was actually in my building, I was like, oh my God, I gotta date the applesauce. I gotta date my picture. I gotta where's my name tag? Digging it out my bag. Like, making sure I had, well, actually, it's the night before, because I was lucky enough to know that they were in the building before I actually came to my shift. I got a heads up. So, do all those things before the state comes. Like, get in the habit. Like, when you come, when you get your fresh water, have your tape on your stethoscope, or make sure you have in all the carts you work, or if you have one cart that you work, make sure you have tape in the top drawer. And if it goes missing time after time, make sure you find a way to keep tape in there. If you keep it in your work bag and bring it out, you know what I mean? Like, do that. And before the state came, I had to go through a couple weeks where I was struggling to keep cavi wipes on the cart and keep bleach wipes on the cart, because they would end up on this cart, they would end up on the desk, they would end up in the dining room. Like, yo, like I kept communicating with people, and then eventually got to the point I kept bleach wipes on the cart and I kept my cavi wipes on the cart. So passing the state is like, you gotta get these habits down so that, wait, before I say that, it's 2 other habits. Locking my cart every single time I walk away from that cart. Like, if I was done literally popping pills and I'm just pouring the water, I'll lock my cart now before I even pour the water, before I go into the room. Like, I make sure without a doubt, my cart is locked at all times. Like my unit manager and the administrator and DOI, they used to catch me with my cart unlocked. But I was just running in a room real quick. But like, don't be relaxed like that. Like, lock your cart every time you leave it. Do not walk away from that cart unless it's locked and unless those names are covered. Lock your computer screen. Turn over your census sheet, your report sheet. Don't have any names. Imagine, even when the state's in the building, like, it's hard to remember to lock your car. So get in the habit now. Don't wait till they come and you're like, holy crap, is my cart locked? Like when you walk away from it, like you have a whole panic attack, so you peek out and you're like, okay, it's locked. Like, get in the habit now. Date your picture. Lock your cart. Cover your names on the cart. Date your applesauce. Look for loose pills when you're doing your med pass. If you see a loose pill, throw it out. Like, keep in these habits so when the state comes, like, you're just focused on your med pass and you're focused on, I'm doing what I gotta do. And it ain't no sweat. You know what I mean? Because you're already in that mode. Okay? Then, like, say you got a patient with wounds. Get in the habit to work with that patient and be like, yo, so-and-so, patient, if I need to do your wound care, so you can't be having all this stuff on your side table. Like, you can have your phone on the side table, and you have your water on the side table. That's it. Like, you gotta use your bed, you gotta use the table behind you, like, whatever you gotta do. Like, we gotta I'll hand you the magazine you want to read, like, so that when the state comes, you don't have this patient with 9,000 things on their side table and you have nothing to use to do wound care. Like, think about these things. If you're on your assignment and you stay on that assignment, like, think about these things before the state comes. That is how you pass the state survey, okay? And your name badge. Always have it on. Always. So the other thing is, you brushing up on your skills, you got good habits. The other thing, how do you deal with the state surveyor who's in front of you talking to you? You say hello. Hi, how you doing? How are you? My name's Lauren. Nice to meet you. I'm LPN here. Like, if you don't go up to them and say that, like, don't do that. But if they come up to you, hi, how are you? You know, if you're passing them in the hallway, say hello, hi. You know what I mean? Like, don't look all nervous and stuff. Like, just say hello to them, okay? If they ask you a question you don't know, don't say, I don't know. And just be standing there looking like you don't know nothing. Just be like, I'm gonna get that information to you in a second. Where can I find you? I'll find you in 5 minutes. Can I come meet up with you here in 5 minutes? Like, say that. And then you run and you go straight to your, unit manager or your DOI, either one. Whichever one is, like, available and stuff. Or you can call it, figure it out. And then you meet back up with that surveyor, say it's blah, 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 and answer them. What else? If they're watching you, like, say you're doing a med pass and they're watching you and have a patient with blood pressure parameters, you have to get a blood pressure and you just wiped off the blood pressure machine with your heavy wipes, no bleach, with your heavy wipes. And you're just standing there and you're looking at your watch. Don't just stand there and look at your watch for 3 minutes. Be like, I'm gonna wait for 3 minutes because that way I know that the maximum amount of, or you could say that's the wet time for C. diff spores, or just look at your manufacturer's instructions and tell them, why are you standing there for 3 minutes? Like, don't just stand there in complete silence for 3 minutes, okay? Also, like, if they try and stop you in the hallway or hey, excuse me. Don't be like, I'll be right back, and trying to avoid them. The only time you could do that is if you literally are in the middle of an emergency and running to a patient, or that patient is about to fall and you need to get to them because you know they're by themselves. Be like, I have to get to a patient right now. It's literally can't wait. And then you can go. But don't like try and be slick and avoid them, because this is what they do. This is what they do for a living. Like, they know when you're trying to avoid them. Probably. You know what I mean? Like, you get that feeling like, oh, they're just trying to avoid me. So never ignore them. And that's basically it. That's how you pass a state survey. You just gotta know your skills and know like about fire drills. Like, how would you use a fire extinguisher? You remember past. You pull the pin, you aim it, you squeeze, and you sweep. And you sweep at the base of the fire and then go up to the top of the flames. Like, that's pass. How would you respond to a fire if it was right over there? You would say race. I would rescue my patient. I would alarm authorities. I would confine the fire, and I would evacuate. Race. You got race and you got pass if they ask anything. Also, morbidly obese patients. There's a list of patients that are morbidly obese and they have to be evacuated with a certain, it's like a sling, kind of like a horror sling, but you can get them down the steps that way. And also, if a room is empty, a piece of linen goes outside the room. Everything is cleared out the hallways. Like, know your fire drill stuff. If you don't know, ask your DON, ask your administrator, ask somebody who can tell you, like, what do you do in a fire drill? What do you do in the case of an actual fire? And I forget, like, other things that they would ask, but they ask weird things sometimes, and because they want to know if the facility is training you and if their nurses know how to act in a certain situation. So just know fire drills and know your skills and get in your good habits, and that's it. I think along with the other videos on this channel on state survey readiness, I think you'll be just fine. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you watched to this point, put a smiley face in the comments. Like, that would be cool to see, like, if someone actually watched the whole video. And like, comment, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I will talk to you guys soon. I want to do a video on Medicare charting and like house stock medications probably, and that's it. I'm gonna shut up and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.